In this video, we are going to talk about dividend stocks with a high yield. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. Dividend stocks pay out a percentage of the company's profits on a regular basis to shareholders. Most dividend stocks in the United States pay a fixed sum each quarter, and the best ones raise their payouts over time, allowing investors to create an annuity-like cash flow. Dividend-paying companies are typically well established, so dividend stocks will bring some stability to your portfolio. Here's a list of dividend stocks with a high yield. Let's start. Number 10. Exxon Mobil Corporation. Dividend yield, 5.99%. Exxon Mobil Corporation is a major oil and gas enterprise headquartered in the United States. It recently revealed the discovery of large oil reserves off the coast of Guyana, estimated to contain approximately 9 billion barrels of oil. The oil and gas giant expects to start at least 6 Stabroek projects by 2027, with the capacity to construct up to 10 production, offloading, and storage vessels. According to New News, Chevron will not buy Exxon's 32.7% stake in Iraq's West Qurna-1 oil field. A Chinese company named PetroChina, on the other hand, may be interested in purchasing the company. In a complaint against 2 Cuban companies for unlawfully seizing Exxon's properties in 1959 during Fidel Castro's reign, Exxon Mobil Corporation expects to seek $280 million in damages. Exxon is also one of the largest oil and gas firms that has joined the climate change campaign, with ambitious clean energy initiatives. Its efforts to promote renewable energy could help it keep its status as one of the best high-dividend stocks in the future. Number 9. ATT Inc. Dividend yield, 6.62%. According to billionaire Mario Gabelli, AT&T Inc. is one of the best high-yield dividend stocks. It was one of the most successful telecommunications firms in the United States, with revenue of $44 billion exceeding analyst expectations by 3.0%. According to the company's most recent survey, published in April, it added 595,000 post-paid subscribers to its network, with net post-paid ads totaling 823,000. Its sales increased by 3% to $43.9 billion for the year, and its EPS surpassed analyst expectations by 8 cents. The number of new subscribers was 595,000, which was higher than the projected 270,000. After adding 2.7 million new subscribers in the United States, the total number of subscribers in the United States reached 44.2 million. It now has 64 million subscribers all over the world. AT&T Inc. plans to spend $17 billion on capital expenditures this year, with sales increases of 1% to 2% and FCF of $26 billion. Because of its strong success, the company remains one of the best high-yield dividend stocks. Number 8. CTO Realty Growth, Inc. Dividend yield, 7.58%. CTO Realty Development, Inc. is a publicly traded REIT with a diverse portfolio of income properties in the United States. The REIT currently owns 2.8 million square feet of properties in the United States and plans to keep increasing. It recently reported that it had reached an agreement to buy Eastern Commons, a retail property in Henderson. The above is a multi-tenant property with 147,000 square feet of retail space valued at $126 per square foot, which means CTO Realty would pay $18.5 million for it. According to billionaire Mario Gabelli, the company's dividend yield is currently around 7.5%, making it one of the best high-yield dividend stocks. CTO Realty recently amended its unsecured credit agreement, paving the way for a new $50 million unsecured term loan. The unsecured revolving credit line's cap was also increased from $200 million to $210 million as a result of the amendment. Number 7. Lumen Technologies, Inc. Dividend yield, 7.74%. Lumen Technologies, Inc. is a telecommunications company headquartered in the United States that provides cloud services, network solutions, security, voice, and other managed services. It is also included in the Fortune 500 and the S&P 500 indexes. The company recently announced its 2021 revenue estimate, revealing that revenue would be $5.06 billion, a small decrease from the previous quarter's $5.12 billion. It expects EBITDA of $2.158 billion, down down marginally from the previous estimate of $2.165 billion. Lumen plans to earn 43 cents per share in the first quarter. In February, Lumen Technologies Inc. reported a 25 cents dividend per share, which was in line with the previously announced dividend, highlighting its status as one of the best high-yield dividend stocks. Number 6. Belo Corporation. Dividend yield, 7.80%. The Belo Corporation is a Dallas-based newspaper distribution company that distributes news. Despite having a strong print presence, the organization has been expanding its digital marketing and emerging media presence. In Q1 2021, it had a GAAP EPS of -13 cents, while revenue was $36.82 million, up 8.7% year-over-year. It had a net loss of $2.8 million in the first quarter, or $0.13 per share. In Q4 2020, Belo Corporation had 5 hedge fund investors, with Renaissance Technologies owning 1.1 million shares of the print media firm. Number 5. Energy Transfer LP. Dividend yield, 7.09%. Energy Transfer LP is a major propane and natural gas pipeline operator. It has a good price, deleveraging, and cash flow to draw further investment. Energy Transfer LP is well diversified and operates on a broad enough scale to endure commodity price fluctuations, as it did in 2020. The organization remains committed to long-term growth and sustainability, which may necessitate expense, capex, and dividend reductions. ET also intends to file a motion to get a court order reversing the revocation of its permit for the Dakota Access Pipeline overturned. Energy Transfer LP estimates that the permit refusal, which is pending an investigation, would result in daily losses of $3.44 million to $4.28 million, with the possibility of even more. The pipeline will be shut down, which will result in the removal of 400,000 barrels per day from the system. Number 4. Enterprise Products Partners LP. Dividend yield, 7.61%. Enterprise Products Partners LP, NYSE, EPD, is a midstream energy services firm that serves businesses that manufacture crude oil, natural gas, and other petrochemicals. Consumers will also benefit from the company's midstream services. On April 8, the company declared a 45 cents per share dividend, which was the same as the previously declared dividend. CPS Energy, a municipal power provider in San Antonio, was recently sued by Enterprise Products Partners for failing to make a $100 million reimbursement for natural gas deliveries made during the Texas winter storm in February. Enterprise Products Partners LP, NYSE, EPD, is one of the best dividend stocks with a high yield. Its dividend output has been good for the past 22 years, with consistent gains. Since 1998, its solid fundamentals have produced $38.8 billion in value for shareholders. Number 3. Total SE. Dividend yield, 6.80%. Total SE is a French oil and gas company with activities all over the world. The company recently announced that it will begin exporting crude in 2025 from its Lake Albert plant, which has been delayed. The announcement came following the completion of key agreements that will aid in the creation of 2 Ugandan oil fields as well as the construction of a pipeline in Tanzania. The pipeline will carry oil from Uganda to Tanzania's Tanga port. It will cost $3.5 billion to construct, and Total will collaborate with CNOOC Limited to do so, CEO. The entire project is expected to cost about $5.1 billion and produce more than 1 billion barrels of oil, according to current estimates. In May of this year, Total plans to restart refinery operations at its Gonfreville refinery in France. Total SE refining operations at the Port Arthur refinery on the Texas Gulf Coast were interrupted due to unplanned repairs, which may have been necessitated by the winter storm in February. Total recently agreed to construct 4 large-scale energy projects in Iraq, including a 1,000-megawatt solar energy plant. The total cost of the 4 projects is expected to exceed $7 billion. The company's pipeline of construction programs, as well as continuing operations, demonstrate its ability to remain one of the best high-yield dividend stocks. Number 2. Vodafone Group plc. Dividend yield, 8.28%. Vodafone Group plc is a global telecommunications firm based in the United Kingdom. It revealed earlier this year that the proposed IPO of Vantage Towers would be priced between €22.50 and €29. The IPO was projected to raise at least €950 million from investors, according to the group. Vodafone Group plc recently announced a co-branded venture with RingCentral to provide contact center as a service and cloud computing. Discovery, Inc. has also signed a long-term deal with Vodafone, Disca. Customers in 12 countries will be able to access Discovery's content thanks to the deal. Customers in Europe will now be able to use Discovery Plus as a result of the agreement. Around 100 million Vodafone customers will have access to Discovery's mobile, broadband, and TV services. Vodafone should be able to maintain its high-yield dividend run as a result of the contract. Number 1. AllianceBernstein Holding LP, dividend yield, 8.98%. AllianceBernstein Holding LP is a global asset management firm that specializes in analysis and investment management. Despite being one of the best high-yield dividend stocks, William Katz, an analyst at Citibank, downgraded it to neutral. Despite the fact that AllianceBernstein Holding LP has gained 20% this year, Katz claims there is limited upside. It outperformed the S&P 500 by more than 62% and the Dow Jones by more than 81% in 2020, confirming its reputation as a high-yield dividend portfolio. The investment firm released preliminary estimates earlier this year, showing that in February 2021, it had $688 billion in assets under control. It was marginally higher than the previous month's $683 billion AUM figure. In 2020, the investment firm received $14.9 billion in active net inflows. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.